guys, welcome back to another view from the front seat. Today we are reviewing Batman vs. Superman. I thought the movie was great overall, but it did jump scare me a little bit at the time. We went to a new theater besides AMC or Cinemark or anything like that. We went all the way to New York City and Brooklyn to go to the Regal Cinemas. It was supposed to have a bigger screen. It had a bigger screen, but it was more for the sound, I think. They had speakers everywhere. But that's all I have to say for the movie. Hey, Jules, what did you think?
I think it was scary and good, if that makes sense.
Okay. So, Julie, what did you think about the entrance of Wonder Woman into the movie?
Cool.
Okay.
May I add, Dad?
Yes, you may.
I also thought it was cool on how they started the Justice League setup, kind of.
Yeah.
I think that's why they call it the Dawn of Justice.
Like most of the reviews that we've seen, I overall think this was a good movie. However, there were some serious problems with the movie. I think that the movie suffers from trying to do way too much in too short a time frame. I know that 2.5 hours seems like a long time, but for all the different storylines that they had going on, it really did not make a lot of sense to put it into this time frame. They should have went a little bit longer, I think. There are some changes that I would have made to the movie. I would have put Doomsday more towards the end of the movie, and more of a fight between Batman and Superman. Just a couple of different things that I would have done. But ultimately, I don't think that this was a bad movie. A lot of people are saying that it's a bad movie. I don't think it's bad. I just think that the pacing is wrong. I just think that the editing was wrong. The first half of the movie, I thought, was poorly done. I didn't think we needed to rehash the beginnings of Batman. I didn't think that we needed to go through what happened at the end of the Man of Steel movie. I just didn't think any of that was necessary. I think that could have been used for better storytelling points. I think that they portrayed Superman as a whiny little wimp during the whole thing, and a lot of it was not plausible to me, anyway. So people who are big comic book purists are not going to like this movie. Gotta say, the action in the movie, the fight scenes, all of that, awesome. The explosions, off the charts, great. Love to see all of it. But, in general, I just think that the movie could have been paced a lot differently. John, you have any thoughts on that?
You put it in much better words than I did. That's my thought.
Okay.
That's my process.
What do you think, Jules?
Good.
Julie, how do you, because I know that Wonder Woman was a big part of the movie for you.
Yeah.
How do you think they treated Wonder Woman? Do you think that she was treated well? Do you think that she was a good character in the movie? What do you think?
I think she was a good character in the movie, but, she doesn't get shown all that much.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Do you feel you know more about Wonder Woman, less about Wonder Woman, or about the same about Wonder Woman as when you went into the movie?
I know nothing about Wonder Woman, and I still know nothing.
Which goes to another point of mine, which is that a lot of the characters were underdeveloped. I think that, if they were going to make Wonder Woman as big a third character in this movie as they did, that she deserved a little bit more of an origin story, which I know they're doing in a standalone movie. I get it. But, in general, I don't think that they handled the characters all that well. Lex Luthor even did not get much of a background story to him. Julie, what did you want to say?
Well, I did learn a couple of things of the lasso of truth and her shield of something.
Okay. And, she has the bracelets, too, that deflect things and all that. So, All right, guys. So I guess we'll finish up like we normally do. John, out of 1 to 10 superheroes, what would you give this?
Probably like a 7 or an 8, 7.5.
7.5 or 8?
It wasn't horrible. It's just that, like you said, it wasn't done very. They showed a lot of backstory from like Batman. They showed him falling into the cave again. I really don't think that was necessary. And I have one more thing to add on to the Wonder Woman speech thing.
Okay.
I thought she was a lot more serious, kind of, than a lot of
Any other time.
the Batman and Superman. I think she was much more serious than
Okay.
the other ones.
Julie, out of 1 to 10 pieces of kryptonite, what would you give this?
A 5.
5, pretty low for.
Would this be like? Would kryptonite be like bad or like?
Well, it's just pieces of kryptonite. So, all right. So Julie gives it about a 5. I would say that this is around an 8.5, 9. It's just, like I said, I just have some serious problems with the way they got to the fight. There wasn't much of the Batman versus Superman fight itself. Again, I attribute that to them trying to do way too much with this movie, as far as setting up Dawn of Justice. And I think the way that they handle Doomsday in this kind of gives them a problem going into the Dawn of Justice movie as to who the big villain will be. I think they kind of put themselves in a corner here. But anyway, that's our review. John, you want to say your last line here?
Remember, a bad day at the movies is always better
Than a good day.
than a good day at school. Happy Easter, guys. Bye.
Bye.